Oh, I don't know about that. Anyways, welcome to episode 5. This right here is the episode that was bundled in with the World Tour Edition that was released a few months ago. So this is pretty much all new content, and we get to have a look around at it. If I did this LP around about this time last year, I wouldn't be showing this off. Or I might have been. I might have been tempted to go back and have a look at this. It wouldn't have been a terrible idea, because this is actually a pretty enjoyable episode. It's made from the same people who designed the maps for the first 4 episodes, so you know that there's going to be some kind of quality in this. And considering the theme of the episode, they did a pretty damn good job. The idea of this episode, I can't remember where the story, plot, whatever the hell it is for this episode came from, but you have to go all around the world to different locations in order to stop the alien invasion. So, it's pretty simple, but all of the levels are going to be vastly different to each other because you're going to go into different countries. Right now, we're in Amsterdam, of all places, and so I'm just sort of exploring this place around and just sort of killing shit. It's pretty much just the same sort of stuff that we're used to, but instead of just either sticking around in space or just running around the streets of LA, we're just sort of going all around the world, possibly going la 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 la, but I don't exactly like the chances of that happening. So, let's see what we've got here. We've got a shitload of Devastator ammo, which we'll get some use out of, because this level does not waste any time in order to throw the Battle Lords your way. Let's head on in here into this nice little cafe. It's a pot cafe. It just is a pot cafe. Look, there's the pot. It's kind of glorious. Hence the name of the level being High Times. Each level actually has some kind of reference to the nation that you're based in. So, here I'm just going to sort of waltz around the place. I'm not entirely sure what purpose this serves, aside from the fact that it gives you the yellow card. I keep calling it the yellow key, but I've seriously got to stop doing that. So if you want cover in this little room, you kind of just want to duck and let the pot take the hit. Which is unfortunate if you're a pothead, because you'd probably be crying at all of this. Not that this even looks like pot to begin with. Obviously they couldn't split a dime and make some kind of new pot sprite. It would probably just look too out of place along with all the old sort of mid-90s style sprites and graphics and all that sort of stuff, so I can't exactly blame them for that. So Area 420, in case it has been made painfully obvious that this place likes its pot. Oh no, we don't want that. I like how I managed to blow all of my shotgun rounds. Probably because I don't have a chain gun cannon to fall back on. I've just got this, that, which I'm saving for the Battle Lords, and then just the pistol. Sort of a pistol thing. Anyways, secret in here, netting a pair of night vision goggles, which are entirely all sorts of useless. Maybe I'll be lucky enough to get a chain gun cannon from one of those enforcers. And lo and behold, I have indeed done so. Also, Duke is now just randomly high. That was interesting. I think that goes without saying. Although I think I've missed out on a line that Duke's supposed to say there. No. We've missed out on it. He said something about it being good, or like weird tasting coffee or something like that. Yeah, this is a weird thing. This room as well is quite weird actually, because it's got the whole overlapping rooms. Hell, even the skybox changes. I didn't even notice the change in the skybox. I knew everything else changed, but they felt like they wanted to just make people know that they still remember that this sort of stuff exists, and so it's just like, there you go. We still know how to take advantage of the weirdness of the build engine. Oh, back the fuck up. Yeah, let's just sort of not go anywhere near those things, because those are the new enemies of the level, of the episode. whatever. They are called the Firefly Troopers, and they get that name because they're able to set you on fire using their flamethrowers, which actually does residual damage. It's an entirely new mechanic implemented into this episode, and so by definition this game, like if you like just spawned one in any of the other episodes, like it would do the same thing, obviously. And so they do that, and they also have the ability to shrink themselves down into a small form, they're a bit like a bug. And aside from the fact that you can just blow them up, like what I just did, if you just sort of shoot them to death normally, they will actually set themselves sort of alight and then explode. So you don't want to actually go anywhere near them if they're going to do that. Now, they can die while they're in their small form like this, but it's a lot easier to get them when they are fully grown, because the only way you can get them when they're small, or at least the easiest way you can get them when they're small, is by just getting them into some splash damage from an explosive. Bit like that. And there we have one of our lovely old mates in the form of the Battle Lord. They also have the same sounds as the Assault Trooper and Captain. So there's one dead. There's the other one right there. So let's bust this back out and fuck his shit up. Good stuff. Okay, so that wasn't too terrible because it was just that many explosives all over the place. It was not going to be very difficult in the slightest. Oh, just sort of blew ourselves up there. Oh, hello. There's that thing in there. Oh, hello. Yep, there's the residual damage. Oh, hello. I didn't even know you existed. Okay, let's just go ahead and throw a mulligan on that one. Hello. So that's where that idiot came from. Let's, yeah. Blowing up upon death. So, the two different types of fire that the Firefly Troopers shoot at you, there's just the straight up, just throwing flames at you and setting you on fire, but then there's also a little, an arcing shot that they can use, and if that hits the floor, it turns a little bit of the floor into basically lava, and if you step in that does pretty much the same thing. It'll do all the residual damage and all that sort of shit. And so it's not very good to stand in it, unfortunately. So, I want to go in here because I think we're about done with the level. I think there's one secret that I'm missing somewhere, but I'm not going to blow up too much about it. Unless I know where I can actually get to that secret, because I'm pretty sure I do. Because if you jump down here, it'll take us down. Yeah, that. Do I have a jetpack? No, I do not have a jetpack, because the other secret in question is actually just up on one of these roofs, so I don't have any real reason to do this, but whatever. Might as well do it just for the sake of completion, and to see if there are any other enemies in the area, because all that does is get me an atomic health, which I'm not going to have going into the next level, so there you go. That's it, and we can't go back where we came from because this area is now just randomly being replaced with the exit switch. Yeah, there we go. I was wondering why that wasn't being very cooperative. So, we're done in Amsterdam. And in the next segment, starting next week, we're going to be exploring something that's apparently red. Alright. So there you go, there's your taste of the 5th episode, and hopefully we'll be able to knock the rest of it over the course of the next week, and then we would be done with the LP. So, I will see you next time.